This morning, Sun Prairie Police asking for your help finding a missing child.
His description just ahead.
Plus, new reporting on Israel's siege on Gaza, the new death toll, and the solidarity around Gaza, both abroad and here at home.
And a new outpatient facility is getting ready to open its doors in Sun Prairie. Ahead, what their new location will now offer patients. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3. Now this morning on your Monday, September 22nd. I'm Kyrie Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us.
The first day of fall.
Isn't this nice?
Well, not yet. You know, we got a few more hours until the official countdown here, the official start. But, you know, it's not feeling like it just yet.
Yeah, it's still kind of summer-like out there. We have some rain in the forecast for today. Savannah Brito is tracking it. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, no rain across southern Wisconsin right now, but that will be the case later. Very active morning just to our northwest, and a different story for La Crosse. A lot of lightning, heavy rain, and even some hail cores that we're seeing in the center of that red, which is a lot of heavy rain. They've reported just outside of the Minneapolis area upwards of about 3 to 4, 4.5 even in some areas inches of rainfall. So those storms are kind of riding close to that warm front, which is just to our north right now in the low pressure southwest of Minneapolis. We'll see storms and the scattered threat of even some severe weather later in the afternoon and evening. I don't think it's going to be widespread, but something that we are watching. We're not tracking alert day conditions because it's not expected to be widespread. We'll talk about the threats that we could see and maybe when some fall-like weather is going to return for us.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Now to our developing story this morning. Sun Prairie Police are asking for your help in finding a missing 8-year-old boy.
Zen O'Brien was last seen around 7 o'clock last night on Jones Street near the McKenzie Family Boys and Girls Club. Zen is 4'9", weighs 110 pounds, last seen wearing a black Nike t-shirt, dark blue tie-dye shorts, and white tennis shoes. If you have any information, if you see him, call 911 right away or the Sun Prairie non-emergency line at 608-837-7336. Well, in just a few hours, officials from the City of Madison, the Department of Transportation, and contractors will be taking your questions on the reconstruction of John Nolan Drive. Tonight's meeting begins at 6:30. You can register on the City of Madison's website beforehand. It's a virtual meeting. The major project begins early October. We don't have an exact date. We just know early October. It'll run until 2027. They're rebuilding some bridges and upgrading a lot of infrastructure. A recording will be available online if you can't attend this evening. Well, today the City of Madison will be shutting down a portion of the Capital City Bike Trail on the Isthmus for some storm sewer work.
The project will also impact street parking along East Main Street to make room for detours. So let's take a look at this map. The trail will be closed between South Blunt and South Brearley Streets until further notice. City officials say the project is expected to be completed by November 15th, but there's no word yet on whether the trail will reopen before then.
Heads up, dog owners. MRD Dog Park in Middleton will be closed starting today. Middleton Parks and Rec is going to make improvements, including trail upgrades and repairing the fence. The park will reopen noon on Thursday. During the project, you can visit the dog exercise area at Penny Klein Park or any other park in Dane County in the Dog Cooperative Program.
New overnight in national news, Israeli strikes on Gaza have killed at least 40 people. This as Israel continues to escalate its operations, likely pushing a ceasefire out of reach. It comes as several countries, including UK, Australia, and Canada, are recognizing a Palestinian state. The recognitions prompted an angry response from Israel, ruling out the prospect. This all ahead of tomorrow's UN General Assembly.
And as the world recognized International Day of Peace yesterday, folks in Madison marching in support of peace. Activists in Madison met to walk around Lake Minota to raise awareness of what's happening in Gaza. They say the 12-mile walk is tiresome, but nothing compared to what's happening overseas.
I'm out here because it is my tax dollars that are being sent overseas to, quite frankly, bomb and kill children and support the Israeli genocide in Palestine. And as a veteran, as a Jewish person, I believe it is my not only legal responsibility, but also a moral one to do everything I can.
The war between Israel and Hamas started almost 2 years ago now. The Gaza Health Ministry says 64,000 have died. 1,200 people from Israel died in the war. Last week, a UN commission ruled Israel is committing genocide there.
In just a few hours, the suspect accused of killing one and injuring two others at a New Hampshire golf club is set to be arraigned. 23-year-old Hunter Nadeau is charged with second-degree murder for shooting that happened during a wedding reception Saturday night. Police later identified the man killed as 59-year-old Robert Descari, who was eating dinner at the club's restaurant at the time of the shooting. Authorities say 4 others were also injured in the chaos following the shooting.
Tens of thousands packed into State Farm Stadium in Arizona to pay tribute to conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Kirk was shot and killed earlier this month during a public debate at Utah Valley University. Among those in attendance, President Trump, Elon Musk, and other top White House officials. More than a dozen people spoke.
For Charlie, we will rebuild this United States of America to greatness.
They cannot imagine what they have awakened.
President Trump says he plans to posthumously award Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Taking a live look at San Francisco now, we are just learning that the 4.3 magnitude earthquake just shook up the region. The United States Geological Survey says the earthquake's epicenter was just outside of Berkeley. So far, we have not heard if anyone was injured in this earthquake. We will continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as we receive them.
6:05 now, happening today. SSM Health opening its doors to its newest outpatient center in Sun Prairie. The 90,000 square foot facility offers improved access for eye care and orthopedic surgical services. It also features on-site pharmacies, an optical laboratory, and retail optical and laboratory services. The center designed with sustainability, energy efficiency, and restorative health in mind.
This weekend, the True North Music and Food Festival is coming to the Duck Pond. The festival takes place Saturday. It's set to feature some of Madison's best chefs and emerging regional music. Madison Magazine is a proud sponsor of the event, and tickets can be found at truenorthfest.com and start at $15. $2 from each ticket sold will benefit domestic abuse intervention services and the Dane County Food Collective.
There we go. Music, food, the Duck Pond.
Yes, family
Can't go
food,
wrong.
fun, music. All a good time. This is the inaugural year of this event, so it'll be exciting to see how they elevate each year.
They will.
All right. Well, let's check in with Savannah, getting people ready as they head out the door. Good morning.
Good morning. It's a foggy start for most of us, and even stormy up near La Crosse right now. We'll see the scattered showers and storms later in the day. Also pretty mild. Most of our temperatures are at least sitting in the lower to mid-60s. We're a little cooler than that, but still warm for this time of year. 59, just shy of that 60-degree mark. We are waking up with clouds. I do think those will clear with the fog by mid to late morning, and the sunshine could help heat the environment and lead to some stronger storms later in the day. We're timing out that threat coming up.
Savannah, thank you. Coming up after the break, a new warning on your child's exposure to household plastics, what researchers are recommending parents do to protect their kids.
And we check in with Josh Sprider, who may be lurking in the dark cornfield this morning. I don't know. He's out at Schuster's Farm. We'll check in to see what they've got going on this fall when we come back.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back with your morning health news. There is a new warning about children's exposure to common household items that contain plastic. An NYU Langone health expert found toxic chemicals added to industrial and household goods may contribute to health issues that can stick with kids for life, including heart disease, obesity, infertility, and asthma. The study recommends replacing plastic containers with glass or stainless steel and avoid microwaving or dishwashing plastic.
Poverty and social disadvantages could affect fertility. That's according to a new study published in JAMA that found families in low-income homes were less likely to conceive than women with higher incomes and a higher educational level. However, the research also showed that income did not seem to have an impact on miscarriage rates.
Here's some encouragement to bike more. Researchers found those who cycled had a 19% lower risk of all-cause dementia and a 22% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. The study also found cycling was associated with greater volumes of the region of the brain responsible for memory and learning. However, experts not involved in the research warned the study is observational.
6:12, Savannah Brito tracking some rain out there on your Monday. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, we have a warm front that's just to our north, and most of the storms that we're seeing are up near the La Crosse area. Some hail associated with these, lots of lightning and plenty of heavy rain. That's all directly east of the low pressure right now. Eventually, we're going to see some storms later that could be on the strong to even severe side across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Right now, we're seeing some patchy fog, but that's clearing. And the clearing that we're seeing a little bit earlier in the day could lead to some sunshine and that development of storms later. But Janesville's still down to 3, Monroe's down to half a mile, Boscobel's at 3/4. So still a couple areas of patchy, dense fog. The most dense is just to our northeast, kind of up near Sheboygan, down towards Waukesha and Milwaukee. But temperatures, these are definitely mild for us. 59 in Madison and Janesville, 60 in Monroe, and even still 64 degrees this morning in La Crosse. So our temperature is very mild for this time of year. Our average nighttime temp about 50, 51 degrees. We're well above that. And then later this afternoon, temperatures rise nicely. We'll see temps reach the mid-70s. So still not as warm as last week when we had several days in the 80s, but it's still going to bring a summer-like feel despite fall starting later this afternoon. We do have an isolated chance of a few strong to severe thunderstorms across most of the area later. It's mainly going to be for gusty winds and hail that we could see. We're keeping that threat overnight potentially early into Tuesday morning. The first threat of severe weather could come around about lunchtime. That's still going to bring thunderstorms, the best chance northwest of here. For Madison, we're looking at late in the afternoon, early evening, a break, and then maybe a second round of showers and storms overnight. This has a lower chance, but we could see some pretty heavy rain with that overnight into early Tuesday before storms clear out. Could see some clearing. I think cloud cover is still going to be prominent northwest of Madison into early Tuesday morning. And then we do have more showers and storms later in the day tomorrow. And then we keep an isolated chance Wednesday and Thursday. Those will feel a little cooler as far as more fall-like of temperatures midweek. But then we rise back into the mid-70s for the weekend, expecting dry weather and lots of sunshine by Friday. And that should continue into Saturday and Sunday and maybe even early next week too. So we are going to get back to a drier pattern, just have to get through the next couple of days first.
Yeah, after that, it looks really comfortable out there.
Smooth sailing.
All right, love to see it. Savannah, thanks. In the 608 this morning, Schuster's Farm has people talking with some of their fall family fun going on right now.
Our Josh Ryder is there live in Deerfield this morning. Hey.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Boy, do we have a treat for you in the 608 this morning, and I know Savannah's going to lose her mind because we're holding a couple of baby goats here at Schuster's. They just kicked off their fall fun over the weekend, and joining us this morning is their director of fun. We have Mitchell Schrupfer joining us. Mitchell, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us here.
Yes, who are we holding here?
Well, this is Mark, named after our head coach at the women's hockey team here in Madison.
Love
Mark
it.
Johnson. And then Hannah, one of the players we're featuring. We had 8 baby goats that were girls this summer and 2 boys. So we have the head coach and assistant head coach, Dan, as well. And then we had to draw straws for teammates to make sure it was fair.
That's so cute. Okay, so there are parallels with these names and the corn maze behind us because you guys have kind of a special theme this year.
Yes, we like to theme the names based on the corn maze, and our corn maze is celebrating the 8th national championship won by the women's hockey team. So they are the GOAT, or the greatest of all time.
I love it. We sent our Sky 3 drone up over the corn maze, so let's take a look at that right now because obviously it takes a little time and a little energy to pull off something like this.
Yes, it's a labor of love, but we were very proud of our team, and so we want to celebrate that and give everyone else, bring some featured attention to them too.
Why is it so important for you to do something like that every year?
That's a great question. We just want to celebrate local things. We've partnered with other charities as well in the past, and so we are actually partnering with Mark Johnson and his wife's farm. They are creating Agape Ranch, which is going to be, see my sweatshirt here?
I think the microphone.
Agape Ranch does, it's pairing horses and other animals along with mental health and mental well-being, especially for children. So they are going to be opening up their ranch here, I hope, in the next year. but we are helping them get established in the area.
And it's all about the hope and healing through animals, so there's kind of another parallel with these goats here this morning too.
Yes, and obviously very therapeutic to pet a goat in the
they
morning.
absolutely are. So you guys just opened up over the weekend. You guys have a lot of fun ahead, and I mean, this is the time of year that you guys live for here at Schuster's.
Yes, everything's been building for this moment. Obviously, October's and September, very busy here. And so I left my family. They don't know what I do the rest of the year, but we are always just planning for pumpkins. That's pumpkins and corn maze.
So we'll talk about the pumpkin patch coming up in our next segment, but if people are interested, obviously you guys opened up the season over the weekend. Anything fun and exciting coming up that people should come check out?
Yeah, our first big event, we're opening the Haunted Forest the 27th, so that'll be opening night Saturday here at the farm. Tickets are only available online though, so if you're interested in visiting, you should check out the website for that. That's Schuster's Haunted Forest. And then Princess Day was Sunday, the day after that. So they have some very pretty princess dresses coming out. We have 2 princesses visiting us as well. And so if you'd like to see some royalty, you can visit them here at the farm Sunday.
I love that. Awesome. Well, Mitchell, thank you so much for introducing us to Mark and Hannah here too. I think they definitely stole the show this morning. So
absolutely.
If you guys would like to learn more about what's happening here at Schuster's Farm this fall, just go to this story up on channel3000.com. Nothing like some goats on a Monday morning, and now Mark's eating my jacket. Eating the microphone or eating the jacket, guys.
They are
we'll send it back to
hungry.
you.
I'll say, somebody get Mark some food, please.
Yeah.
First the mic, now Josh's jacket.
I was really chewing on the mic there.
Yeah.
Who knew? Goats love microphones.
How cute.
Oh, good stuff. At Schuster's Farm this morning, Josh Breider, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you here in a little bit. If you have an idea for Mark, the goat, maybe he'll be the new star of this segment. I don't know. Josh Breider is always looking for ideas. Shoot him a line. He would love to hear from you.
Well, still ahead, we will play another game of this or that for our first day of fall.
Coming up in our next half hour, the United Nations General Assembly beginning this week and increasing tensions on the Russia-Ukraine war. Ahead, what we know about a potential meeting between President Trump and Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky.
And before we head to break, here's a look at gas prices this morning. We'll be right back.
We're back at 6:22. Jill sharing a stunning sunrise with us. Loving the colors. Sky just on fire there.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes, I love when people capture the beauty of nature.
Thanks, Jill.
Well, today is the first day of fall. So last hour we started off with a little bit of this or that, and we're going to continue this hour. So we'll see if I like any of these fall things this time.
If you missed last hour, which I'm sure most of you did, Kyrie, I didn't like any of the things that she
No pie,
proposed.
no drinks.
Yeah, no pie, no.
She was a
pumpkin
pass
spice
on everything.
lattes, apple cider. It's okay though. We're going to get there.
There's other options too,
Exactly.
right?
All right, what do you got for us now?
Okay, so this or that. Corn maze or haunted house?
Haunted house.
Corn maze.
I'm with Chris.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with the haunted house.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, I could scream for the.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you can.
I'll just scream for the next, 5 minutes. Okay, cozy sweaters or fuzzy socks?
Now that's a hard one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with
Just the
sweaters.
Sweater, yeah.
Sweater.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
love
go
my
with fuzzy
socks,
socks.
though.
My feet are always cold.
Yes, I do love me a good pair of fuzzy socks.
They're both good.
Yes,
There you
they
go,
are.
something you do love.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're wondering what
one.
to get me for Christmas, there you go. Fuzzy socks. Okay, would you rather carve a pumpkin or paint a pumpkin?
Paint.
Carve.
I don't know, both are really messy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Especially
like
with the
with my
kids.
kids.
I'm like,
Which
yeah.
one would I rather do? I don't know.
With the kids, probably just the paint. But I used to like carving. It's just like,
Gotta get all the guts out.
Yeah, that was the fun part is
Yeah.
sorting the seeds from the guts and then
cook them.
cooking. Yep. Oh, I love pumpkin seeds.
They're good.
no, didn't eat those. Okay.
For you this year.
Little olive oil, some salt on them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you like a crisp, chilly fall morning or warm autumn afternoons?
Warm
Warm.
autumn afternoons.
Oh yeah.
I would have to say the warm afternoons.
Yep, by far.
You love you a crisp, chilly morning, don't you,
There's-
Chris?
There's something about like going outside and there's that crisp in the air. You got a warm cup of coffee.
Yeah.
You get a sweatshirt and some slippers on. You sit on the porch. You watch the sunrise. Like, come on, that's
Can't beat it.
Sign me up.
Right. Yeah, I knew he was going to say that.
But hear me out.
See
You're
your breath
walking.
in the air just a little bit?
You see your breath in the air. You're walking. The leaves are falling. The
That's what I'm
sun
talking
is
about.
shining on you. No, I'm talking about the warm autumn afternoon.
And then the lake days.
Right.
Yeah.
Breeze on your face.
Yeah, she says forget whatever you're talking about. Nobody wants to see their breath in the air in the morning. I don't, at least. It's okay. It's okay though. We're here to support you in your fall likings.
Festivities.
Yes. But but otherwise, fall is here.
1:19 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah, so we still got a couple hours of summer left, but the first official full day of fall's tomorrow. So
Okay.
I'm not ready for it. I'm never ready for that transition. Season.
I'm ready. Pumpkin spice lattes,
You know what?
all
Okay,
the chai.
fall, okay. And Josh is at Schuster's this morning sharing some fun in a corn maze and baby goats. Lots of fun ahead.
Developing news this morning, Sun Prairie Police looking for a missing child. Their description ahead.
And world leaders set to gather in New York City as tensions overseas rise.
Plus, major construction on John Nolan Drive is going to begin soon. When and where you can get your questions answered. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning on a Monday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. Hard to believe that there's only 8 more days of September left.
That's right. I thought you were going to say 8 more hours of summer left.
Oh, no.
Which is
I'm
pretty
not
much
counting
true.
that down. But I mean, yeah.
September is flying by, though.
Yes.
And fall starts this afternoon. Savannah Brito's even counting it down for us. Good morning.
Yeah, not by choice, though, just because we have to do this. 6 hours.
Exactly.
I'm hanging on to those 5 hours of summer that we have left. But it's not going to feel fall-like out there, guys. We are going to feature thunderstorm chances later today. Some of those could be even severe and warm temperatures. So, yes, fall starts at 119. It won't feel like it, though. Here's our severe weather outlook. Black River Falls all the way down to about Lake Geneva. Those places, basically everyone across southern Wisconsin has the chance of seeing isolated strong to severe thunderstorms later in the day. This morning, we do have an active radar up near La Crosse, but everyone else locally across southern Wisconsin is dry for the time being. We'll talk about the threats that we could see here and time out those storms that move in with the warm front. That's ahead just in a little bit.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Now to our top story this morning. We begin with developing news. Sun Prairie Police are asking for the public's help to find a missing child.
They say Zen O'Brien was last seen around 7 o'clock last night on Jones Street near the McKenzie Family Boys and Girls Club. Police say he's 8 years old. He's 4'9", weighs about 110 pounds. Here's what he was last wearing. A black Nike t-shirt, dark blue tie-dye shorts, and white Nike tennis shoes. If you see him or know where he could be, call 911 or the Sun Prairie non-emergency line at 608-837-7336.
Happening today, the woman accused of killing 2 teens in a wrong-way crash this summer will be back in court. Noelia Martinez Avila faces multiple counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. State Patrol says she drove the wrong way on I-3990 near DeForest on July 20th, crashing into an SUV. Her case drew widespread attention after ICE detained her following her initial release on bond. A judge later increased her bond from $250,000 to $5 million and ordered she be returned to the Dane County Jail. She is scheduled in court at 2 o'clock this afternoon for a status conference.
Today, you can learn more about the John Nolan Drive project. The city, the DOT, and the contractor are all going to be on hand to answer your questions. It's happening at 6:30 this evening on Zoom, so it's virtual. You can register on the City of Madison's website. A recording is going to be available after if you can't attend this evening. Construction starts early next month. There's not an exact start date. We just know early next month. Work won't wrap up, though, until 2027. And happening this week, world leaders begin convening at the United Nations as wars in Gaza and Ukraine escalate.
Taking a live look now at New York City, where the United Nations General Assembly will meet. The high-level General Assembly and debate begins tomorrow, with President Trump expected to speak. This comes as overnight strikes in Gaza killed more than 40 people. At today's meeting, the conflict will be front and center as France and Saudi Arabia will co-chair a meeting on implementing a 2-state solution. Canada, the UK, and Australia have now recognized a Palestinian state, the goal to pressure Israel. But in Gaza, many say they have nowhere to escape the destruction.
This is injustice, this woman said. We are tired. Every day, there is death.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vows to resist global pressure for Palestinian state recognition while facing mounting unrest at home as thousands protest the war. Gaza health officials report more than 65,000 people killed, half women and children. A United Nations commission has accused Israel of genocide.
The UN Security Council will hold an emergency meeting today to discuss the Russia incursion over over Estonia's airspace. Estonia requested the emergency meeting after 3 Russian fighter jets entered its airspace without permission on Friday.
Meanwhile, at the UN meeting, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is set to meet with President Trump as U.S.-Russian tensions escalate. Trump yesterday reaffirmed his commitment to defend the Baltic states and Poland after recent NATO airspace incursions, including Russian jets over Estonia. Moscow denies any violations.
This also comes after Russia launched another large-scale missile attack on Ukraine. Officials say at least 3 people were killed and dozens more wounded in Saturday's attack. Following the attack, Ukraine launched a drone attack on a jet fuel refinery in southeastern Russia. There's no word on if anyone was injured in that attack.
Developing this morning, police in Indianapolis are investigating a mass shooting. At least 2 people were killed and 5 others injured in a parking lot shooting early yesterday. Investigators say 1 person has been detained, but it's still unclear if they were arrested or later released.
A live look at San Francisco this morning. We are keeping an eye on this image after a 4.3 magnitude earthquake rocked the region. The United States Geological Survey says the earthquake's epicenter was just outside of Berkeley. So far, we have not heard if anyone was injured in the quake. We'll continue to monitor it and provide updates as soon as we get them.
Well, let's get back to some local news here. Check out our latest Coats for Kids count. We're more than 300 donations ahead of this time last year. Right now, we're at 1,232 coats.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah, not looking bad at all. If you haven't donated yet, you still have plenty of time. You have until October 4th to drop off a gently used or new winter coat at any area Clinky Cleaners. Any donations are accepted here. Our goal is 5,000 coats to help make sure everyone stays warm this winter. You can also find more ways to donate on channel3000.com.
Packers fans may still be in shock this morning. Fair to say the team's got some issues to address this week. 4th quarter in Cleveland, 3 minutes or so left. Packers with the football and a 7-point lead, and Jordan Love throws an interception. What is going on, J. Love? That puts the Browns in position. Look at him go. He just keeps gaining yards. That puts the Browns in position for Quinshon Judkins to punch it in. Tie game. Packers are going to get the ball back and a chance to win it with 27 seconds left. Blocked. Browns recover, and that'll put them just about in position for a game-winning field goal, 55 yards out. He drills it. He drills it! Packers lose. A heartbreaker in Cleveland and fall to a 2-1 on the season. Packers face Dallas on Sunday Night Football this weekend.
That's the dramatics for me.
It's too much. It's just too much to handle as a Packers fan. I know we're used to stuff like this, but come on, are you kidding me? Like, they're up 10-0 with, like, don't get me started.
Don't get you started. Not too much. Not too much.
Moving
okay.
on. Brewers are a bright spot, though.
Yes, we are moving on to the Brewers, who have secured their 3rd straight NL Central Division title, which is great news. The crew celebrated with Prosecco and Miller Lite despite a Sunday loss, but take a look at that celebration. The Brewers clinched the win thanks to the Cubs' loss in Cincinnati, carrying the best record in baseball. The Brewers won their 4th division title in the past 5 seasons, and yet feel like the underdogs as the playoffs loom.
Did you say they were celebrating with Prosecco?
Yeah.
What is what is?
Like wine, right? Is that right?
Oh, is that what Prosecco is? Some sort of sweet
Champagne?
wine?
Like, yeah, I think.
Bubbly?
Look, I'm not big on all those things. Yeah.
Prosecco on the line. Hey, they're the winners. So they celebrate over their wine. I don't care what they use.
Yeah, you can, shake it up, spray the bubbly, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fun.
Yes.
All right, good stuff.
Let's hope they keep it rolling here.
Yeah. Playoffs start in
I was like,
a
don't be
couple
so
weeks.
negative.
All
They're gonna
right,
do
6
good.
games left in the regular season. Here we go. Let's get it.
Well, let's check in with Savannah, getting you ready to head out the door.
Good morning, guys. We have an active radar up near La Crosse anyways, not in the Madison area, but a lot of lightning, pockets of heavy showers, and even some smaller hail up just to the southeast of La Crosse. The focal points, the warm front, and any storms are all east of our low pressure system right now. We're tracking a storm threat here across southern Wisconsin, the Madison area later in the day. Early this morning, we do have a foggy start. Monroe's down to just a 1/4 mile. Janesville's at 3. 3, Watertown 1. Right now in Madison, we're up to 10 miles. We did have some localized pockets of heavy fog or dense fog across Dane County, but that clearing now, and that could help support strong to severe thunderstorms later in the day. The places that are clearing faster anyways. We'll time those storms out coming up.
Thanks, Savannah. And coming up, I'll have tips to make sure the vehicle that you're looking to buy will last. That's ahead in my consumer report.
A hand here?
No.
Okay. And you might have heard Josh Spreiter there. He's out at Schuster's this morning, seeing what they got going on this fall. We'll check in with him in the 608 when we come back.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
Oh, this morning we are sharing a warning for anyone looking to buy a used vehicle.
Our consumer reporter, Michelle Renee Quinn, shows you extra boxes that should be on your checklist as you shop. Good morning.
Chris, Kyrion, good morning. The DMV says when you're looking to buy a used vehicle, check if it's prone to flood damage because water can cause electrical and mechanical issues. Now, when evaluating a used vehicle, the DMV recommends giving it a sniff. Try to smell for musty or damp odors. Look for water stains, mud, discoloration in the engine, trunk area, or interior. Test all electrical components, including the lights and windows, and review the vehicle's history, how it was used, transmission, title, brands, prices, current condition, etc. You can get a full history report from Carfax or AutoCheck. Now, flood damage can be serious and not apparent until months after the flood, and dealers must clearly indicate if a vehicle for sale has any flood damage. Now, consumers may be able to file a complaint against a dealer if there's a problem, but the agency can't help if the car was purchased out of state or from a private seller. So you can learn more about that at wisconsindmv.gov.
There are a lot of resources out there for people who are looking for a used car. It can be overwhelming. You vetted a few of them. Which do you recommend?
Wise Buys is one. That's Wise, B-U-Y-S,
okay.
As well as the DMV consumer area right there. That consumer rights page will have information for what you need to know if you're buying a used vehicle.
All right. There's always something that you need to check out for, those small details that matter.
Absolutely. And flood damage, that can end your car. Thousands and thousands of dollars. So you don't want to get into that mess.
Don't want to fall victim to that. All right, Michelle Renee, thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, let's check in with Savannah Burrito. We do have some rain on the way that you're going to track in a moment, but something you may have noticed out there, the sun is setting earlier and earlier.
I know, and this includes that time change on the first 2 days of November. So today's sunset, 6:54. On October 15th, 6:14. But then November 1st, we're all the way down to 5:48, earlier and earlier sunsets. November 2nd, 4:47. That's when the time changes late in the overnight hours, the first into the second. So get ready for it. Fall is here at 1:19 p.m., but it's not going to feel fall-like. We have a storm threat and a warm day ahead, so a summer-like day. In fact, we've got a warm front sitting just to our north, and any storms are pretty much sparking up near the La Crosse area. That's been active all morning long, kind of stagnant with some pretty heavy rain. Could lead to some flooding because these storms have been tracking over the same areas. Later in the day, that's when our storm threat for the rest of southern Wisconsin will come around. We're at 59 right now. Foggy start, but we do have some thicker clouds out there. If we are able to see that fog clear by mid to late morning with some clouds, which I do think will be possible, that's what will help heat us, and then we're going to be in the mid 70s. Quickly warming temperatures, 74 by about 3 p.m., and that's when our better storm chance is going to be. Could see some still north and also west of Madison at about 11:30 or noon as we head close to that lunchtime hour. But then for us, the rest of us, Platteville, Mineral Point, Wisconsin Dells, could see that storm threat, gusty winds and hail. If we are able to see a few that are strong to severe, comes around about 3 to 4 p.m. Drying out, but I do think we have to worry about that secondary threat during the early nighttime hours into early Tuesday morning. These could bring some flooding, minor flooding, but we could see definitely pockets of heavy rain and isolated thunderstorms. Then we're drying out briefly, but I do think we have more showers in the forecast later in the day on Tuesday. That'll continue with the isolated chances Wednesday and Thursday before we dry out finally by Friday. Lots of sunshine expecting to return, and that's also when we'll warm back up. We do have a couple of fall-like days Wednesday and Thursday, but then we're going to be back into the mid 70s by Friday.
All right, loving it. Just got to get through a couple of wet days first, and smooth sailing, comfortable weather. Thanks, Savannah.
Very beautiful this weekend.
Hey, in the 608 this morning, Schuster's Farm has people talking with some of their fall family fun going on right now.
Our Josh Prider is there live in Deerfield this morning. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning to you. Beautiful morning as we kick off fall later today, and what better place to be than at Schuster's Farm this morning. We've got some yummy goodness right in front of us. Of course, we've got the donuts, and of course their director of fun, Mitchell Schruffer, joining us here as well with another little tasty treat. What do you got there?
Yes, this is a new item this year. This is our cider and milkshake slushy here mixed together. So it actually turns out great caramel flavor with that hint of vanilla, and then the cider slush as well.
Oh my gosh.
So new this year, you can come out and get one. We had it out a little bit. It's kind of drippy, but it's delicious, and you could take my word for it. Or
I can't wait to try it. I can't wait to try it. So you guys kicked off the Fall Family Fun this past weekend, and you guys have a lot to look forward to coming up here.
Yes, absolutely. So we open up the pumpkin patch this weekend, so people have been visiting that now. We take wagon rides down there, and we have 14 acres to pick from, but I promise you don't have to walk that far to find the perfect pumpkin for you.
We have some video we want to show folks, because your pumpkin patch is not known for just being great here in Wisconsin. It's known for being great nationwide. You guys were just ranked the top 3 by USA Today. That has to feel pretty amazing.
Yes, and what's best too is that it was voted on by the people, by readers of USA Today, and so we had a great fan support from our local community here too.
You know, what is that like to know that you are making waves not just here in the Deerfield community, but all across the country?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I feel like pumpkin patches are across the country. Truly, I think all 50 states have at least one, and so to be a top 3 within the United States it's a dream for us to be in a professional sense.
So you guys just kicked off the fun this weekend. The weather was kind of meh, so now as the weather kind of changes a little bit more, you're looking forward to having more people out here to the farm.
Yes. So with the rain yesterday, we kind of put a damper on an opening weekend, unfortunately, but we can't control that. So we're looking forward to bright sunny skies here the rest of September into October.
And this will be a big week for you as well. This weekend, you'll open up the Haunted Forest.
Yes, so the Haunted Forest opening is the Saturday night. So we have Saturday night this weekend, and then Saturday and Friday nights in October, as well as the last 2 Thursdays. So lots of opportunities to get tickets. Those tickets are available online only though, so you have to purchase before you come to the farm.
You talk about community, and obviously it takes a village to be able to pull off this place too. There's a lot of people that help make stuff like the Haunted Forest happen.
Absolutely, yep. We have 5 full-time staff year round, and then during the fall we bump up to 200. So It's truly takes a team effort, and we're very blessed to have great staff to help us out along the way.
So if people are interested, when can they come on out here to Schuster's?
Yeah, so we're open we're open Mondays, Wednesday afternoons in October only, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Awesome, a lot to look forward to. I gotta dig right in here. I'm gonna start with the donut here, guys, as we set it back to you again. If you want to learn more about Schuster's, just go to the story up on channel3000.com.
How's it
the
tasting?
donut, and then I'm gonna wash it down here. Oh, yeah. That's a good pairing right there, guys. You should be jealous back in the studio.
Oh, we most definitely are. All the fall vibes out there.
Good stuff. Josh Prider at Schuster's this morning. Thanks, buddy. Josh is always looking for inspirational stuff to share on the 608. Got an idea for him? Reach out and let him know about it.
Coming up in the morning sprint, a popular bike trail. We'll see some closures, where to avoid if you're biking on the isthmus.
And let's see who's 3 today. Forrest, happy birthday. And we've got 2 more. Leo, happy birthday, Leo. And Desmond. Have great days, everyone. We'll be back with the sprint after this. .653, time for the morning sprint.
Sun Prairie police are asking for help finding a missing child. 8-year-old Zen O'Brien was last seen around 7 last night on Jones Street near the McKenzie Family Boys and Girls Club. He's described as 4'9", about 110 pounds. Last seen wearing a black Nike t-shirt, dark blue tie-dye shorts, and white Nike tennis shoes. If you have any information, please call 911 or Sun Prairie Police, 608-837-7336.
Noelia Martinez of Villa, accused of killing 2 teens in a wrong-way crash, will be in court today. She is charged with multiple counts of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. Her case drew national attention after ICE detained her post-bond release. DHS says she's an undocumented immigrant from Honduras. A judge has set a bail of $5 million in order for her to return to Dane County Jail. Her status conference is at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
You can join the City of Madison, the DOT, and contractors tonight at 6:30 p.m. for a question and answer session on the major John Nolan Drive reconstruction project. Register on the City of Madison's website. The project starts in early October and will run through 2027, including bridge rebuilds, expanded bike paths, and updated infrastructure. A recording of the meeting will be available online if you can't attend.
City of Madison closing a section of the Capital City Trail for some storm sewer work. Expect street parking closures along East Main Street for detours. The trail's closed between South Blount and South Brearley Streets until further notice. The project's set to wrap up by November 15th. No word yet on an earlier reopening.
Happening this week, the UN General Assembly convenes in New York City. President Donald Trump is expected to speak tomorrow. This as the wars in Gaza and Ukraine escalate. Overnight, strikes killed at least 40 people in Gaza. Meanwhile, strikes in Ukraine killed at least 3. The UN Security Council will hold an emergency meeting today to discuss Russian incursions over Estonia's airspace.
Brewers securing their 3rd straight NL Central title. They clinched the win despite losing to the Cardinals. Cubs losing in Cincinnati is what did it for them. They still have the best record in baseball. 6 games left before the playoffs now.
The Packers are 2-1 this morning in a wild finish. Cleveland came from behind. In the last 3 minutes, Green Bay threw an interception, gave up their only touchdown of the game, allowed a blocked field goal, and let up a 55-yard field goal to lose it. 13-10 Browns. Packers head to Dallas to face the Cowboys for Sunday Night Football.
We are tracking the threat of strong to severe storms later in the day. It's a very isolated threat, mainly for gusty winds and hail, but that is going to be present later this afternoon into the evening. 76. It'll be a summer-like day despite fall starting later today.
All right, no complaints here.
Me either.
Savannah, thank you.
CBS Mornings is next.